Well, guys, you heard this horrible story. I remember when my producer sent this over to me about this young child that was going to this high school and how he was bullied for over a year and then tricked to go to a party and made to drink urine. I have to tell you, when he sent the video, I couldn't even watch the video because I was so angry that I'm not even his mom. I wanted to get on a plane and just do something. So I wanted to track this family down. We were able to do so. Right now, we are speaking to attorney Kim Cole. Good morning, Kim. How are you?
Good morning, Sasha. I'm fine.
Let me ask you, how did you get connected to the family? And attorney Kim, when you saw this story in video, I mean, what were you thinking?
I was mortified.
Mm-hmm.
I was absolutely mortified, and I could not watch the video. Ms. Smith contacted a colleague of mine and was given my information. I was sent the link to Mom's Facebook, and I couldn't believe what was going on in this video.
Well, let me just say, first of all, thank you for taking the case to represent this family because they need to be represented. We're going to be speaking to the mom, Summer. Can you tell me a little bit about, is he 13 or 14, and what's his name?
He's actually 14.
He's 14. SeMarion, good morning, darling. How are you?
I'm doing better, Miss Sasha.
Oh, God, baby, can I just tell you that the world loves you, the world is embracing you, the world is just hugging up on you, baby, and everything is going to be okay. Can you share with me how it's been going to your school and being bullied?
So in seventh grade, that's when a thing started called nut checking. That's when they would hit you in your genitals over and over again. And I tried to go to the coach multiple times, and he told me that boys will be boys and that I needed to get tougher skin and that everyone's gonna like me.
Wow.
So, and then one day after practice, I was trying to go to my locker, and this kid, he jumps jumps from behind the corner, and he starts beating me with a belt, and he beats me in the laundry room of the locker room. And when I tried to get out, that's when he would call me slurs and continue to beat me.
What are some of the names that he said to you?
He was calling me a slave. That's all I can remember.
That's okay. That's okay. So you went to your mom and you told your mom what was going on.
Well, actually, I was going to go to the coach, but I already knew what he was going to say. I already knew he was going to just tell me that boys would be boys, and the same excuses I already had, so I kept it to myself. And when I went to my counselor, then that's when I told her, and that's when she told my mom.
Wow.
And so we went up to the school, and they gave the boy a 1-day suspension and a talk. They gave a talk to the entire football team.
But when we come back, we're going to speak to Summer, the mother of this crazy situation, and get her perspective of what has happened to her son. I will just say this, as a mother of sons and a daughter, reading this story, I will just say to you, Miss Summer Smith, girl, I know everything was in you to just get everybody that wanted to hurt your child, girl. So we are embracing and loving up on you too. How was the experience dealing with the school and the school board, and you're trying to explain that your son is being bullied?
It's been really frustrating because it seemed to me like they were turning a blind eye, or you're giving this person a slap on the wrist when actually what he did was an expellable offense. And then they like to use the term their hands are tied a lot. I heard that a lot. I heard there was nothing we could do at our level a lot. When I reached out to the superintendent's office, they didn't even call me back. So it just seemed as if it just wasn't being taken seriously, as if it just wasn't a big deal to them. So it's really frustrating because I knew firsthand what he was going through. I'm the one that's having to console him at home and trying to say they're not going to get away with this, and he's supposed to go to school and feel safe. He's
Right.
at school more than he's awake at home. So he did have trouble sleeping. He was so distraught, scared to go to school. It's a lot, Sasha. It's a lot. It's a whole lot.
So what happened that now you've got the attention, and now people are like, oh my God, this is happening. What happened? What did you do?
So when the assistant principal told me everything that happened, I gave them the opportunity first, tell me what was going to happen with the boys. And so she told me she would give me a call by the end of the day. But during that time, I was just like reaching out because I went ahead and contacted a certain part of the school board that deals with the security and the bullying and stuff. So I reached out to that department. I reached out to the superintendent's office, just like trying to seek some type of additional help, because after I had spoken with the assistant principal 2 times during that day, it became clear to me that the boys were going to continue at school, and SeMarion somehow was going to be in the office or in the counselor's office instead of being able to go to classes. Like, that was going to be their way of keeping him safe. And I was like, what?
Right, like
No.
he's being punished. He's being punished.
Right. I said no. And then she's like, yeah, but you have to understand the incident happened off campus. And I kept saying the incident happened off campus. But the cyberbullying and the constant people still picking on him even at school at lunch, how is that not an issue? And then I told her, I was like, in the policy, there's a provision for cyberbullying. Then when you bring up like previous suicide attempts, saying things like maybe the next time you'll succeed, all of those things are provisions in their own policy. So I didn't understand how she could just keep saying there wasn't anything they could do.
If you're listening to this, I need you guys to reach out to the school board and make a complaint that we want something to be done. That number is 469-752-8123, 469-752-8123. And we also have a GoFundMe account to help the family. Attorney Kim, can you give me the GoFundMe account number, please?
Certainly. It is, of course, GoFundMe.com/justice, JUSTICE, for FOR, SeMarion, SeMarion.
And when we come back next, SeMarion is going to share with us that night. All right, we're spending some time with SeMarion, the 14-year-old that experienced something that no child should ever experience. The story of being bullied, to being tricked, to come to someone's home. He's thinking he's going to have a great time with some friends. And then that night, baby, can you share with us what happened that night, please?
So when I was over there, the first night, it was just me and the boys who invited me to a sleepover. And then the second night, that's when these 3 group of boys, they came over. And I didn't really have a good relationship with them in the past. And so I was showing a little bit of suspicion. And then the boy who was throwing the party reassured me that everything was going to be okay and that there's no hard feelings. So, I kind of let my guard down and move. So we started playing video games and stuff. And then later on that night, that's when we decided to go outside to go hunting, and they all had BB guns except for me, so I knew the type of people that they are, so I decided to bring a mask for my safety, an airsoft mask, and we go into the park, and then it was someone's idea for someone to get shot with the mask on. So that's when they all started targeting me, and then they all started shooting at me with the BB guns, and they shot me in my privacy, shot me all over my body, and I was hurting, so we went back home, and I went to sleep because I was just tired. And that's when one of them woke me up, told me that I wasn't breathing, and told me that I needed to drink water, and in reality, it was just urine in the cup. And all throughout my sleep, they were beating on me, slapping and hitting me.
Was the parents home at that time when you were over there?
No.
So there were no parents. And when did you tell your mom? Did you call that night? Was it the next day? What happened?
So the parent was there, and then he left, and I was not able to call my mom because I was asleep. When they woke me up, I was dazed and confused, so I was really just asleep. I didn't really know what was going on. I was asleep.
And then how long was it before you told your mother?
I didn't. I told her just 2 weeks after.
Wow. So you walked away and you were walking around with all of that had happened to you, and you didn't share that with anybody because you were scared.
Yes.
Let me talk to your mom, Summer. Hey, Mom, what happened next?
they were out of school like the following week because of the snowstorm. And so the weekend that they were returning back to school, a couple of the boys they were threatening him. So I didn't know what the actual situation was, though. I just knew that there was threat. I didn't know what the underlying issue was. So I told him, you go straight to school and you go straight to the assistant principal's office and let her know what's been going on. And then when she called me, she just kept saying, Miss Smith, it's a lot. It's just a lot.
Summer, thank you so much for sharing this story, because I know it is a lot for you to repeat this and just through your mind go through these steps about your son. As I told you, that the way to make something happen is to make some noise. And making noise is calling the school board at 469-752-8123. We're spending time with attorney Kim Cole regarding this young 14-year-old young man that was bullied into going to a overnight stay, BB guns being shot at him made to drink urine, and nothing was done. But I can tell you Kim's on this. Hey, Kim, how you doing?
I am good. I am all over this.
What are the next steps, Kim?
We're not going to back down. We're not going to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing we requested that they do was to request an open meeting with the board so that the public can express their concern, because SeMarion isn't the only one. We have been inundated with hundreds of emails, voicemails, text messages, inboxes from other students and parents whose children were bullied in Plano ISD. We keep calling this bullying, right? This rises far beyond the level of bullying. These are crimes.
Absolutely.
You shoot someone with a BB gun, that is a crime.
That's right.
You slap somebody, a crime.
That's right.
You beat someone with a belt.
That's a crime.
That is a crime. You make someone drink urine, that is a crime. So this goes far beyond bullying, and this is something, all of these incidents should have been reported to law enforcement. So somewhere there's a breakdown along the way.
Did any of the parents step up and apologize for what their child did to him?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
The one parent whose son SeMarion thought was his friend basically defended her child and I guess wanted to make Miss Smith believe that, no, he's really his friend. He really is his friend, versus taking any kind of responsibility for their children's horrific actions.
And that is so sad to hear that no parent stepped up to say, hey, we are sorry, we need to fix this. You know what I'm saying? And can you please share what has happened to this family? And I'm hearing that they had to move. Why did they have to move?
So they have been receiving threats online as well. There have been people coming, knocking on their door. No one's there. Someone left watermelon on their porch.
What?
There's been numerous yes. Her children don't feel safe at home anymore.
They're fearing for their lives. They're fearing for their lives.
Anytime there is an incident in North Texas, of course the community says, oh, no, that's not us. We're not racist. We're not like that. But their proud community members always show otherwise.
Oh, Kim.
They do not feel safe at home.
Kim. All right. How, as a community, I know that we have this GoFundMe account. If you feel it in your heart to help the family, please do so. How do we get to the GoFund to make a donation?
GoFundMe.com/justice, JUSTICE, for SeMarion, SeMarion.
Kim, will you keep us up to date with what's going on, and I check in with you periodically?
Absolutely.
And
thank you for covering this, Sasha.
Oh, not a problem. And God bless all of you. All right, love?
God bless you too.